Sorry. Okay.
Morning, we're live. Hello, welcome to the Police Service Board meeting for November the 28th. I'd like to call our meeting to order. Do we have any pecuniary interests?
None known.
Perfect. Okay. Delegation. Nothing?
No,
Okay. Circulation of prior meetings minutes. Everybody got them? Is there anything that needs to be changed or that we would like to see fixed? Perfect. Next, business arising from the minutes. Nothing? Council issues correspondence.
one thing that I thought I didn't put it on the agenda, but I thought of later, the correspondence we got about the increase in policing costs. And then there was supposed to be meetings set up, about a month ago to review those. And we have heard nothing since. So it's a meeting, the contract with the OPP is between the village and the OPP, not the Police Services Board. So the mayor and I were invited to meetings about a month ago to get an explanation or whatever from the OPP. Those meetings were canceled and we've heard nothing since. So
we're in limbo.
They
Yeah.
were canceled like abruptly, and then it said you'll hear something, and then we've never heard anything since.
Best guess, how long will it take for you to hear something from them? January?
I would be surprised if we hear it. Have you heard anything?
It's not necessarily,
Yeah, it wouldn't.
Policing bureaus who your contact is,
Mhm.
I can look into it as well.
Like the meetings are supposed to be, there was one offered on a Friday and one on the Monday, and Thursday morning when we woke up, there's an email canceling them both, and we have not heard a word.
Yeah, that was in your email.
Yeah, so I just thought we should put that on the public record, but
And we had no,
there's been nothing.
But it's already been discussed with Bob Bailey. And there's already information that's gone forward
there's a discussion.
for them to talk at their level about what's happening. I have heard nothing other than that he's been prized.
And that's province wide, I'm assuming.
But yes,
That's good to put it on record at least.
Yeah.
Good discussion going on.
Okay. Any other council correspondence? Okay. On to new business. Sergeant Matheson, can we get your report, please?
We can, so I did send you a copy of the police service report. This year, at this time, I unfortunately was unable to get you speaking points, but I have them now and I will give them to you after, but I will go through my notes and I'll provide them to you after.
Perfect, thank you.
So we'll start right on page 2 in regards to motor vehicle collisions. In September, we only had 2 property damage motor vehicle collisions, and we had one that was classified as an injury collision, but it was minor in nature. In October, there was 1 collision, and it was property damage only, and again, that was minor as well. Moving on to the next page, for criminal charges, in September, there was 3 criminal charges laid in the village and 2 in October. And it breaks it down with, that's the next one. Provincial charges, 6 in September, 7 in October. And this is the breakdown of the criminal charges. So in September, one of the charges was an assault that was reported, and it was a minor assault. And then in October, we have it there as well. There was 2 threats occurrence reported. Property crimes in September, we had 1 break and enter, 2 theft under $5,000 and 1 fraud. And in October, we had 3 theft under $5,000 that were reported. For the drug crime, there was nothing reported for either September or October.
That's nice.
It is. So for patrol hours in September, as the weather gets colder, these numbers are going to drop down, but there's 11 hours of bicycle patrol, 31 3/4 an hour for foot patrol. October bike hours were 4.5 hours, and foot patrol was at 40 hours. I do see the foot patrol continuing through the winter months. I expect the bicycle patrol, it will not be happening. And I talked to the officers that are the ones that are engaging in that the most, and they did say to me that their bicycle hours will move basically over to foot patrol hours, so they know that it's important to the village. So false alarm reports, there was 6 in September and 2 in October. And then I looked through the community highlights. And the ones that focus, the report has the whole county, but the ones that focus in towards Point Edward, we had our community service officer, PC Robertson, attend the Point Edward open house with the fire department. There was was that the same as the Touch a Truck event? That was a separate event. I know I was at the first, I wasn't familiar with the second one, but she was in attendance on that one as well. And I had an opportunity to meet with the principal of Bridgeview School, and she says that she's got great connections with our two new school resource officers, and they've been into the school for proactive reasons, and they've also been there as a result of calls for service as well. And she's very happy with their attendance at the school. And that's the high overview. I did look in, I know last police service board meeting, we had discussions in regards to the backup on the 402. It's nice to see that the construction over the Howard Watcher Nature Trail is completed for this round.
Mhm.
And that I've noticed myself just in patrols and using it as a way to get home, that it's not causing as many problems as it was before because of the 2 lanes being available, so
That's good.
It's nice having that back open.
it is. And it will be going again, they'll be doing the opposite sides of the bridges in the spring, I'm assuming, but I'll be attending a stakeholder meeting for that, and I'll give you guys an update on the dates for that when it comes available.
Perfect.
At a previous bridge meeting, you said it was a 2-year project. So it would come back.
I'm assuming that they did the inside lanes during this year, and then the next year they'll be doing the outside lanes.
And you touched on our Fire Hall open house.
Yes.
The OPP presence was really well received, and there was a lot of kids around the vehicles and talking and
Well, I saw a lot of smiling faces. We gave a lot of swag to them. They
Yeah.
got lots of badges,
Yeah.
lots of stickers, and
it was a high
nice to have
point.
them have those positive interactions.
That would be important.
Very important.
Thank you for this long way.
Biggest kid there. Perfect. Does anybody have any questions?
I have one for you. In the last minutes, Mayor Ann brought up about the phone out front. Did you end up checking on that?
I did, it's back working.
Okay,
The new phone that's hands-free and,
yeah,
yeah, it is working again. I checked immediately after that. and
Yeah.
it's working again.
okay, thank you.
That's good.
Perfect. Any other questions? Okay. Perfect. Do we want to look at bylaw number 1?
So this is just the Ontario Association of Police Services Boards has recommended that we pass this bylaw, just making our name legal, that we're going to be known as the Point Edward Police Services Board. We don't, the Police Services Board does not have any bylaws. This will be our first. So they're just recommending that we pass this very straightforward.
Perfect. I have a motion from Lou. Can I get a seconder from Greg? Thank you. All in favor? There, we passed our first bylaw. Woohoo!
Record setting.
Bylaw number 1.
That's exciting. Okay, anything else about that?
No.
Perfect. Can I move on to the review of the financial statements? Did everyone have a chance to look at the financial statements? Is there any questions?
None from me.
Okay, can I get a motion to approve the financial statements, please? Lou, seconded by? Mayor Hand? Perfect. All in favor? Motion carried. Thank you. Okay, next meeting date. Oh, sorry.
I guess I could have brought it up earlier. Just was seeing on social media that there was some break-ins this week, like in backyards on Helena Street. This is like, it's been quiet, and we commented that it's been quiet at the last meeting, so that's the first time I've read anything like that. Like lock cut off the garage and,
You know, I will.
Okay.
I will.
no, I just,
I haven't seen anything about that yet.
yeah, it's,
But I'll look into it.
it was
Yes,
Helena.
Often if it's reported on social media, it's often not reported to
That does happen.
OPP.
It actually said that they had response from the OPP.
Oh, good.
And it's someone, it was, they responded and they helped them. That's what they said, so.
Okay, I can look into that.
We had a after midnight wanderer on Victoria Street going into Park in the driveway. And one went to our neighbors across the street's car. So she pulled all of us in.
lock it or lose it.
I was gonna say, there's two ways that I can help with that. One,
Yeah.
I would make the officers aware that these are happening,
Yeah,
the ones
that's
that are
all.
working, but then two, we can resend out the education piece of.
Sure.
So we find when we send that, people are like, oh yeah, I remember I need to do that. Because if it's just someone doing that, they're looking for the easy, open the door, grab it, they're not smashing windows
Right.
and taking these, they're just doing an easy check, so. I can have that sent out or read it out. So,
And I just want to say thank you for visibility and being around. I've been coming into work between 4 and 5 o'clock in the morning the past little bit, and the police have been patrolling Kendall Street. And that's nice to see. I always do a kind of look where I'm going and see what's going on, and I've seen a lot of patrol, so thank you. Okay, anything else?
No.
Perfect. Next meeting date.
So our next typically would be January 30th.
Perfect.
I think at that meeting, we'll have a new board member. Council has made their decisions and to contact the people to verify their wish to partake, but we'll have a new board member. I think we should have a discussion at that point about when we meet. Just something that should happen each term to see if we want to continue with Thursday mornings. It's a little bit, there's quite often a conflict with meetings with the Bridge Authority. We meet on the Thursday mornings as well. So anyway, I just want to let people know that I'd like to talk about that at the next meeting.
And also, then we can, what works good for your side of it. As far as timing.
if it's that far ahead, I can make it by Friday.
Yeah,
Mhm.
okay.
Perfect. So as of right now, our next meeting date will be held on Thursday, January the 30th of 2024. And that is
25.
25, I mean,
Mhm.
sorry. And that is for the Point Edward Police Services Board, our new name. Which I think is always our name, but
Yeah,
Yeah,
just formally.
now it's
No,
official.
Formally.
Okay, can I get a motion to adjourn, please? Thank you. Awesome.